Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time here, my name is Beck. Thank you for joining me. Now you may notice that my cheeks are very red and it's very noisy downstairs because they're all playing on the Wii, so I apologise if you can hear that. Although when I listened back as I was editing the video from last week and I was saying, oh, it's really noisy downstairs because they're playing on Alexa while they were painting, I couldn't hear any of it. So you probably can't hear what I can hear anyway, so it's fine. So what's been happening this week? Well, it's been a bit of a busy one. I've had Tasha's birthday and it was a lovely day. So at the moment I've got two 16-year-olds. Not just two 16-year-olds, I've got an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old too. But this is the couple of months in the year where the girls are the same age, and it was quite funny when they were younger because everybody used to think they were twins. Being 10 months apart, I was one of those parents that did occasionally, not all the time, dress them in the same clothes. So we take them out and they'd be like, oh, they're twins. No, how old are they? They're both 5 or they're both 6 or... yeah. But there's 10 months between them. Anyway, you don't need to know that. I don't know why I'm telling you that. So yeah, it's been a bit of a busy week because we've had her birthday, and to the point where I actually was that busy on the day of her birthday that I didn't forget lunch, but it just kind of passed me by and I was busy doing other things because she had a friend, just one friend over, just getting food ready for that, and before I knew it, it was 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it just escaped my notice that I hadn't had dinner. I actually did that twice this week. I missed lunch twice. I haven't done that since I've been doing Slimming World, and I think a lot of it is to do with the way things are at the moment. So I'm waking up, I'm going online to do my work, and then sometimes I'm not going downstairs until maybe 10:30, 11. So my dinner is late, my breakfast is later. Just has a bit of a knock-on effect. So I've made a conscious effort then, since I did that, to get downstairs to have breakfast before I'm starting work and doing things that way. So that has helped because I don't like not having breakfast anymore. Years ago, it would have been a normal thing for me not to have breakfast and just to eat dinner and then tea. But I think being on Slimming World, it makes you want to do everything properly, and the plan is there for a reason. So you're meant to be having these meals at not set times, but you're meant to be having, you know, meals every couple of hours and snacks in between and good things, obviously. Yeah. So one of my favourite things I cooked this week was on Friday. It was from the Two Sinberries channel. I will link them below if you haven't seen them. They are fantastically fun to watch and fantastically fun. It was the KFC inspired chicken. Now, the recipe that they gave didn't have chili powder in it. Now I've since discovered, because I mentioned it on my Zoom call on Saturday morning, so they wanted the recipe, so I just looked for the recipe and discovered that it was from Pinch of Nom. They may have said that on the video, but I don't remember. And the one on Pinch of Nom did have chili powder, I think, in the mixture as well. So that would make sense, because I was saying on my Zoom call, but you need to add chili if you like a bit of a kick, which I do. But obviously if you don't, leave it out, and maybe that's why they did, because they don't. I don't know. But it was lovely. The kids thoroughly enjoyed it. I did make an extra tiny bit for Jeff to try, and he liked it as well. But it stayed a little bit crispy as well. The flavour was lovely. It was just really nice. It worked out 2 sins per portion because it was 8 sins for the whole mixture, 7.5 I think for the 30 grams of Doritos, the chili heatwave Doritos, and half a sin for the flour, excuse me. And it's definitely something that I will be making again, not regularly, because I have noticed, and maybe a lot of you are the same, that lots of my meals are kind of becoming samey. So I'm wanting to mix it up a little bit, and I know this is something that Julie Buddha mentioned on her channel as well, and as she was saying, I was thinking I'm exactly the same. I don't have the same things on set days every week or anything like that, but there are things that do make an appearance probably weekly on my videos or, you know, on my meal plan. So that's something that I really want to just mix up a little bit. And I'm not saying I need something different every single day forever, because that's going to be impossible, and there are going to be things that you like that you want to incorporate into weekly meals. So yeah, So today, and it was recommended by my sister actually, because we were talking and she was saying about lasagna, and she said, have you tried it in the slow cooker? No, I haven't, but I have now. Well, I haven't tried it, I've made it, it's cooking now in the slow cooker. So slow cooker lasagna that I've done the Slimming World way, which you will see tonight, that actually smells divine. So I'm hoping that's going to be really nice. I got the recipe off BBC, I think it was Good Food, and a little bit different. It's got some balsamic vinegar in the mixture and some thyme, which I don't use often but did have here. God knows how long it's been in my cupboard though. I'm sure it'll be fine. So one thing I did want to mention was, if you've been watching a while, you'll know that I've had some slip-ups with some burgers in the past, where I was sinning them at something like half a sin, and they were 6.5 sins. So that was a big difference. And then I did the same last week with half a sin burgers, and I was saying they were free. They weren't free. And it was brought to my attention by Jacqueline. Thank you, Jacqueline, because I was thinking that these skinny burgers were free, and she did let me know that they weren't free, they were half a sin. Luckily it was only half a sin, I'd only had 2, so it was only, you know, it's not going to impact massively as with the 6.5 sin ones did, but it's still good to know. And it's really nice because when people are watching, if they do notice something, they will let us know, and I think that's fantastic. It's a lovely community, and not just for hints and tips with food, but with utensils or cooking equipment, that kind of thing. Because this week I've been watching a couple of videos. One of them was, whose channel was it on? I think it was Karen's channel, which is, I think, Kaza SW, and she had this amazing chipper. You just put the potato in and it chips it for you. How did I not know about that? I just stand there with a knife. That's going to be a game changer for me. I haven't ordered it yet. And then last night I was watching Slimming World Savvy. Now, I've only discovered her recently, and I think she's a Target member, and the video that she made with, I think it actually was a video of hints and tips. It was really good. There's an egg cooker. I've never heard of an egg cooker before. You may think I've been living in a cave. I didn't even know they existed. So of course I had to Google that then. So on my list now, I have a little list of things, and I'm going to put on my list that chipper. I don't even know what it's called. Chipper, chopper, chip chopper, potato chopper. I don't know what it is. But it was really good. I mean, lots of you may have things like this anyway, but I haven't. The angle may have changed because my battery ran out. No, because my storage ran out and I had to delete some things. That's something I just forget to do. Anyway, where was I? I think I was saying about the chopper and the egg cooker and how amazed I was that you could actually get these things. So how did I do this week? I needed £3 to get to my 2.5 stone, and I lost 2, which in the beginning I was a little bit not upset with, but because I'd weighed the day before and kind of thought I was on track to lose the £3 because I was on 2.5 on the Thursday, and then I didn't get there. But I did have a little chat with myself because I was really thrilled at the beginning of lockdown when I was losing £0.5 pound. So to be a little bit, when I didn't get to 3, I thought, come on now, sort yourself out. So I had a little chat with myself, and now I'm really pleased with that. I mean, £2, that's almost 4 blocks of butter. And as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, then I'm going to get it next week. And this is the point, isn't it? It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So I've got to remember that, and my body will do what it's meant to do. So there we are. One thing that I haven't done that I should have done, and I still haven't done it since January because I'm just kind of guesstimating, is measure my milk. Now, I really need to start doing that. I did say last week I was going to, so I'm going to make a conscious effort this week to do that because I haven't. Because these, I think I watched something the other day or read something, I can't remember, and these healthy extras are there for a reason. The reason they tell us we're allowed this amount is because this is what works for the weight loss. So I need to be doing what it's telling me to do. And if I'm not having enough or I'm having too much, I need to sort that out. So that is something that I'm going to make a conscious effort to do. What I am still doing that I didn't used to do is writing everything down. It's all going, in fact I've got it here with me because I'm taking it everywhere with me. My little diary. Now, I love this little diary, and it's even getting to the point now where it's a little bit, you know, it's got marks on it and stuff, because like little grease marks, because it's going everywhere with me. But that's what that's about. And I think, who told me, I think it was our Zoom meeting yesterday, and our consultant was saying that it takes 4 weeks to build a habit. So I've been doing this now for 3, but that is a habit that I'm kind of in. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing that, and that's why I need to measure my healthy extra milk, because I need to be doing it. So I'm making that my mission for this week. Ooh, one thing I wanted to say before I do go is fluid. Now, I don't say water because I don't like water very much. I have squash, but it's sugar free, so it's fine. The days that I said that I didn't have my lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it, my dinner on time or at all, were also days that I didn't drink as much as I have been in the previously, all the way through really. And oh, whoops, it really did make a difference. I felt a little bit more sluggish. Now that could have been because I hadn't had proper food as well, but this really does help massively, and I do think that it helps with weight loss as well. So if you're not drinking much fluid, I would highly recommend it, whether it be water, whether it be squash. Just get it down your neck, because it does make you feel better, and it will definitely help with your weight loss, in the sense that obviously you're more hydrated, but also it'll give you that fuller feeling, and you're not looking for as much food either. There we are, that's one of my tips. Probably the only tip I've given you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if there's anything that you've enjoyed this week. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.